How many real airports does Jamaica really have? Welcome to the bulletin board. Introducing the most unconventional nature, which everyone vibe to anyway, Jamaica and its people. Jamaica is just a little island space of 144 square miles, and under 3 million at-home citizens. Which I know will be shocking to most, because how does a people so small in size and numbers become so big in international fame is almost beyond science. For a small piece of land, we are always talking about new airports to bring in the traffic. Wrap your head around that. For years, Jamaicans understood the airport landscape as simple: Manley in Kingston and Sangster in Montego Bay, the two big gateways for international travel. But lately, the picture has blurred. Aerodromes are being mentioned like full airports, new names are popping up, and confusion is spreading. So let's clear the runway once and for all. The official breakdown. International airports, 3 total. These are regulated by the Airports Authority of Jamaica, AJ, and handle commercial international traffic. Sangster International Airport, MBJ, Montego Bay. Jamaica's busiest airport, especially for tourism. Manley International Airport, KIN, Kingston. Key for business travel and cargo. Ian Fleming International Airport, OCJ, St. Mary. Smaller, but officially designated for international use, especially private jets and charters. Domestic aerodromes, 3 operational. These serve local flights and smaller aircraft. They are not international airports, but they are legitimate aviation facilities. Tinson Penn Aerodrome, Kingston. Negril Aerodrome, Westmoreland. Ken Jones Aerodrome, Portland. Military airstrips, 2 known. Up Park Camp, Kingston. Moneague Training Camp, Street N. Private and industrial airstrips, 10 plus scattered. These include places like Bath Airfield, St. Thomas. Tulloch Airfield, Bogwalk. Puerto Seco Airstrip, Discovery Bay. Nain Airstrip, St. Elizabeth. These are not commercial airports and often serve private, industrial, or agricultural purposes. But looking at the size of Jamaica, you would think they already took all of our space, right? Not so. The land is way not overcrowded, people, and I have not even built my bulletin home strip yet. And if incoming traffic keeps taking to higher demand, more full commercial airports could be in the pipeline, or at least, expansions. So what's the confusion about all these airports on a little piece of rock? Aerodromes are not your ordinary airports. Aerodromes are smaller, often without customs or immigration services. They're not built for international traffic. Many private airstrips are not open to commercial flights or public use. Ian Fleming's upgraded and is now a 3rd commercial airport. Formerly Boscobel Aerodrome, it was upgraded and reclassified as an international airport in 2011, adding to the confusion. Why so many? Tourism expansion. More entry points mean more flexibility for high-end tourism and private travel. Regional access. Domestic aerodromes help connect remote areas like Negril and Port Antonio. Economic strategy. The government is planning long-term aviation growth, including a 25-year master plan to modernize infrastructure and prepare for rising air traffic. Are more airports coming? With Holness's push for a 3rd city in St. Elizabeth, expect aviation infrastructure to follow. Whether it's a new aerodrome or an upgraded airstrip, the region will likely see increased connectivity to support agriculture, tourism, and urban development. Final boarding call. Not all of it was planned, and apart from half of its citizens being outside and back in fort, many people want to travel to Jamaica, so, just so the thing go. This is your bulletin board commentary. The place where clarity lands and confusion gets grounded. If you've ever asked, how many real airports does Jamaica really have? Now you know. Like, share, and subscribe to keep the facts flying and the fog cleared. Drop a comment if you've ever flown through one of these lesser-known spots, or if you think St. Elizabeth deserves its own airport next. Well, honestly, it will host one of our biggest cities soon, so there you have it. Another huge commercial airport loading? Let's keep the conversation moving. This was a bulletin board commentary.